What's up, everybody?
Did they take my head special soda away from me?
I think that's yours because I finished mine. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 12 of Pete's Basement. We thought it was really going to be a stellar week. There's a lot of cool titles coming out, and unfortunately, a lot of them left us cold. We'll get to those.
So, we thought this was going to be Ultimate's week, and it really turned out to be like Ultimate Disappointment week.
Yeah, except for there's a couple shining stars, but
not enough considering the payload we had here.
Yeah. Starting off this week was Daredevil 106. This kind of a filler since last issue. He hasn't killed himself yet, so I guess that's a plus, but he is going around trying to kill every low-life thug in Hell's Kitchen. He's beating the snot out of people for, like, stealing liquor. These guys are, like, loading liquor into a truck.
Which in Hell's Kitchen, they actually give you tax breaks for it. My thing with it is, we were discussing this earlier, is that, after, you can only make Daredevil Marvel's whipping boy for so fucking long. I mean, they've done this kind of story arc a dozen times, starting with Frank Miller on. It grinds itself out. This wasn't even a good filler issue, let alone a pickup issue.
He really is going crazy. He overheard some guys at a bar talking about a robbery, so he beat them up as Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
Right, yes. So that was really brilliant of him.
100% the whole secret identity thing.
Yeah, really. You did get a chance to see how much it sucks to be a friend of Matt Murdock, though. His law partner Dakota, Foggy Nelson, and Ben Urich are all having their own problems, dealing with him and worrying about him and things like that. And, if you want to pick up the issue, it's, I guess it was worth it. Just, if you're a big Daredevil fan, if you're looking for a new story arc or something like that, you may want to wait till next month. Next off the bat was Ms. Marvel. Ramon, you read this one. Tell us what's going on.
It shows Ms. Marvel does have a Skrull. There's a Skrull out there, Ms. Marvel, but it's it hasn't taken her out of the equation yet, so they're both running around at the same time playing the role of Ms. Marvel.
I hope the rest of Secret Invasion doesn't play out like that. I want to see guys like kidnapped and coming back after like 10 years.
I think it's a little big.
No,
I hope so.
No, I think later on in New Avengers they show that they would prefer to take the person out and replace them, but in this case they just couldn't.
They couldn't get to Ms. Marvel?
Yeah, she's uber busy and shit.
Let me ask you this. Since House of M, they've been pretty much trying to make Ms. Marvel a flagship character. I haven't picked up this title only because to be bluntly honest, I didn't think it was even going to last this long. Marvel doesn't have a lot of patience for new titles. Is this thing worth picking up? If I'm not a fan, if I've never picked up...
From time to time, I wouldn't say consistently.
From time to time, it's alright. She's shining better than she was before, but...
the one drawback Marvel Comics has always had is that they've never had any strong female characters. Like DC has like Wonder Woman, Catwoman, sort of iconic characters, and I feel like that's what they're trying to do with Ms. Marvel.
But not any standalone.
Now, did this cross over with Captain Marvel? Because I know that the variant covers combined to make like some kind of little poster.
It didn't cross
and that's as far as it goes.
That was it?
No, there was no. I don't think.
Honestly, if you took a look at the variant covers, which I know you picked up, for $18, this $3 cover was way better than the variant.
Way better.
I like Terry Dodson's work. I think he's a good artist. I like him when he's doing the interior of books.
Right.
But as far as it goes, Greg Horn's better. You're better.
I don't know. Terry Dodson draws a nice round, firm boobie, though.
He does, but man, Greg Horn is just an awesome digital painter. Anything he's ever done, I love. I actually have his art book somewhere.
May I see the other one?
There were some flashbacks with Captain Marvel, but that was the extent of it.
Yeah, but see, I'm looking at that cover, and that is a chick with like a herpes chin. This has big firm boobies.
How many times is the herpes so far? Just one?
We can have a herpes count. I'm not opposed to that. And that's 4 cents of boobies. I don't know. It's almost worth $18 for the boobies.
3 boobies and 2 herpes.
I'm very lonely, man.
I understand that.
Oh, we gotta scan it now.
Well, we're gonna scan him in anyway. The other thing is, I was tossing through the regular cover at the comic shop, and the interior actually had a double-page splash for no good reason.
Oh, that
both covers.
Off, so no freaking.
So why spend $36 if you got the cover inside the book?
Jesus Christ!
Yes, Ramon, why did you spend $36?
Why did you spend $36?
I don't know.
You very rarely buy.
Lie to me and tell me it wasn't the boobies. Lie to me. Go ahead.
He did say
you
lie.
Can't even lie. That's what I thought.
Speaking of Skrulls, because I don't really want to go off on another variant cover rant.
Are we talking about Skrulls?
We're talking about boobies.
We should talk about Skrulls for a little
while.
while.
He's got real problems with reconciling boobies and Skrull. Alright, we'll go. Skrull boobies.
This was kind of a filler issue of New Avengers, number 39. It was nothing real special. There was just a random Skrull trying to take over Maya Lopez Echo for no good reason.
Powerful random Skrull.
Very powerful Skrull. That's one good thing about this issue, because they even say like Wolverine tells her like you were really nobody special, and they were trying to replace you.
So
So they're pretty much after everybody.
Yeah.
The mailman could be a Skrull.
No,
It might be.
I'm waiting on it. When what's his name, Lumpy Wiggins, like the fucking Fantastic Four mailman with the big ears. When he turns into a Skrull, I will officially burn my comic book collection with kerosene.
He could be very vital to the Marvel
He could be.
universe, So that's why
My God, we're being audited by the IRS. Sweet Jesus! Issue 556, Fantastic Four. Thanks, Mark Miller.
We're getting close. We can see.
So yeah.
The Skrulls got a lot of powers, guys. That's pretty much what it
I
comes down
finally
to.
managed to make everyone here speechless. It was
Yeah, no, that was a very disarming comment. Did an IRS joke, and I didn't know where to go from there. I couldn't say
I'm
it.
surprised you remember the mailman's name.
You know, Skull's got Human Torch powers. He was bamfing all over the place. So he's got Nightcrawler's powers. He's got Cyclops' eye beams. These guys got like everybody's powers all rolled into one, and there's probably like 100 of them at least.
Right.
So, Secret Invasion, get on with it, man. I think it's coming out next week.
Yeah, and so it's official. I'll tell you this. We all had our complaints about, Bendis' sort of like talkiness, his exposition and bullshit, and he really loves to sort of like see his own written word a little too much. But he's really done a pretty good job of ratcheting up the paranoia.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Echo thing is pretty lame. And also I think we all agree that David Mack's artwork was really just weird and inappropriate for this title.
You know, he did a great run on Daredevil when he was doing Echo.
and
he does also like collage work.
They said the cover's good.
Yeah, no, the cover fits his bill
But
perfectly.
the rest of it just doesn't seem to work for
No,
us. Like,
not at all.
But again, like Bendis has definitely done a good job of
You said it
blueprinting
actually
this whole thing.
earlier that he's much better doing grim and gritty tiles because that's his artwork style. Doing a not say lighthearted, but more
a
superhero
book.
book.
Especially
Right.
the end with the makeout scene between.
That was possibly the grossest piss I've ever seen.
Yeah. No, well,
Are we going to scan that for these guys? Do we want to do that? Do we
you
want
know,
them vomiting on their computer
Why?
keyboards?
If they picked up the book, they've already been rendered sterile. So why not? You know what
I mean, you
It's
could feel the drool, guys. It's just
And our
terrible.
are best sterile.
not exactly what I would call
Romantic
it.
at all.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Hawkeye's got no game. I just want to add that in.
yeah, that's funny because in the comics, Hawkeye was hitched up to Mockingbird, who apparently was a hot piece of ass all the way up until they killed her. And now he's become Ronin, and he apparently has all the game of a small fucking broken brick. You know what I mean? Come here, baby, let Hawkeye put it on you. Another Bendis book, the Mighty Avengers.
This concluded the arc with Doctor Doom, and
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. There's certain books we've been talking about the last couple weeks that were just
the past two issues were phenomenal.
And then it's like they just find a way to just be totally lackluster at the end, just weak fucking endings. And what's saddest to me is this is Mark Bagley's final issue of Mighty Avengers, and his last
Left it cold, really did.
Yeah, and it's his last issue for Marvel.
The whole
you were marveling in his marvelous boobies, weren't you? I saw it.
they were.
His eyes were twinkling.
They were.
I know it.
Even she can't believe that.
That's
Look at her face on that cover.
She's like,
She
my
has no-
God, are these my breasts? Did I do this?
There was a whole page, an entire page that was really tough for me to get through, with Doctor Doom thinking to himself that you guys are not important enough for me to run that whole villain schmeal where I tell you my master plan, which he bothers to do, dictating the plan to himself.
Yeah, and it was really, again, this is one of those things where less is more, man. If Bendis could just pare back a little bit, this would have actually been a decent issue to end this whole arc on. But, what was great, though, was the ending. Again, Bendis is definitely ratcheting up the paranoia. The thing with Spider-Woman was cool as shit, where it's like,
all of a sudden she's got these really drastic powers that nobody has ever seen her do before.
Yeah, and I thought
it was because I thought the Black Widow was a Skrull, and now I'm starting to think that maybe it's Ms. Marvel.
Again, I think that's where Bendis is.
And maybe that's why she smiled at the end of the other issue, because she was suspecting Spider-Woman all along.
Could be. I mean, I really think that he's done a good job with this.
And what Spider-Woman said was, no one knows what my power is.
Right.
Yeah, nobody knows. It could be next week I sprout wings.
So.
Good job. Again, very good job. It's just the rest of the issue was really a bad climax.
Yeah, the whole Sentry tearing off Doom's arm. I thought he...